Hello, good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. I know this looks different. We're on my laptop today. Today's actually not a crochet vlog. It's gonna be a little um info vlog, maybe. And we're just gonna discuss how I have started organizing my life on Discord. So I've seen other crocheters post about using other things like Notability maybe or other like apps and websites like that to kind of organize their lives. But I'm like an avid Discord user. I have um like a women's social organization that I'm a big part of on Discord. Me and my sister have our own Discord server that we keep in contact with each other that way so that we can organize all of our crazy communications. And so I just decided to organize myself on Discord because in a past life I was an avid bullet journaler. I was so into bullet journaling from probably 2018 until very recently, like 2023, maybe something like that. And then my life changed and I kind of stopped sitting at a desk all day long with a journal open. And I'm kind of running all over the place now. So I needed one place to hold everything. My notes app on my phone, if you know me, is the most chaotic place in the entire world. And it's full of everything. And you scroll for a really long time through that notes app because that's the only way I was able to organize my life for a while, which was too hectic. So I switched to Discord and I want to share it with you because I had some friends ask me about this as well. And I even invited a few friends to my channel to see how I do it. And now I'm going to share it with all of you. And I'm going to redact some of it. Some of it might be blurred here. Editor Jerry will take care of that because a lot of my personal info is on there. So we don't want to share that with the world. But um, let's go, I guess. My general chat is literally just me adding things to my taskbot. I installed taskbot and calendarbot onto my own Discord. So the general chat is just where I type in all of my commands to taskbot because I don't want it filling up my actual to-do list feeds. My calendar is tied to my actual personal calendar. And that way I add events on my calendar and it reminds me in Discord because my Discord notifications are on. Most other notifications on my phone are completely turned off, like social media, YouTube, all of it is turned off on my phone. So Discord is the one that I do have notifications on for. Okay, so then the way I decided to organize my life was by category. So I have all of these categories and we can collapse them so that they are easier to look at and go through. And I've also added categories since starting this. Um, so besides the to-do list, I have my personal life, my book tracker, because I just had a note in my phone for this. Um, the blog, welcome, that's you. My markets, I have custom orders. I have the Sisterhood, which is the other Discord server that I use on here the most. Um, and then I have WIPs, work in progress, projects, my website, patterns. Some of these categories I have not filled in yet. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do it. It's on my list. Actually, we should add a list for that while we're here. So that would be, I don't even know where I would put that. Probably. Okay, so once the categories are organized, from there I just started adding channels. Um, for my personal life, I wanted to keep track of the food I was eating because I've had tummy issues. I wanted to keep track of my walks every day, my dreams, my period, my goals in life, thoughts and feelings, kid stuff. So I won't go into most of these because they're pretty personal. But for instance, my food journal, I'm literally just typing what I'm eating. And Discord is nice enough to actually keep track of the days and the times that I actually post these, which is wonderful. Um, yeah, and some of these I have listed as private just because I don't even want the few friends that I have to read them. I feel like they're pretty personal. So same thing with the period tracker. Instead of using an app, because nowadays apps aren't the best, I ended up using Discord and I can just do my own tracking that way. The next category that I got into was actually the vlog. Books came later. But as far as books, I just wanted to track monthly what books I'm reading and how I've rated them. I have a rating scale and I answer those questions and I give it an overall score. It's just something that I'm doing personally this year. I do have a Goodreads and I just don't use it enough. I'd rather do this where I can like have a system where I actually answer the same 5 questions for every book and have a better scale for myself whenever I go to look back at what I've read, recommend books to people, things like that. So then we get into the blog, and I have my blog plans up here, the little sneak peek for all of you. Here we are right here. And what I like about Discord is, again, you can go in and edit your message. So if something didn't go to plan, I'm able to edit it. No big deal. These are where I put ideas that pop into my head. We have all my markets listed here, which Jerry will probably blur out the dates for safety purposes. But basically, these are all the markets I have coming up. Within these, I will create to-do lists, checklists, things like that that I need to do. We can look at this one actually, since it already happened. This was my Shrek market from May 9th, so I used TaskBot to create a list of things that I wanted to make for it. And then I was also able to write down my goal, my current inventory beforehand, um, what amount of change I started with in cash, things like that. So this is kind of what all of these channels will look like when they're filled in. From there, we get into custom orders, and once again, some of these might be blurred just for privacy, but we'll look at Tori's. Tori, you've actually seen on my Fem Fun Fridays, or if you're new here, go check out mine and Tori's Fem Fun Friday episode from March. It was really fun. So Tori did a custom order for me. This lets me know what she wants, what patterns I need to buy, if any, or make sure I remember what patterns to use. And then if she's paid, not paid, still owes, things like that. That's what all of my custom orders will look like. From here, the sisterhood is currently empty. I had a to-do list here. I moved it up to my to-do list. We'll get into that in a minute. Whips are empty. You saw me add a task for that. The website is empty. Other than that, we have patterns. So patterns I have written on Post-it notes. I have written on yarn labels. I have put in notes in my phone. I have tried to keep in one little bullet journal. My patterns are everywhere. My hope is to one day populate this completely, but the most recent one was a hedgehog pattern that I came up with. I actually edited this from a Crochet Me Zaddy pattern. It was in the blog on that you saw on Friday. So this was the pattern for it. And this is just in my personal notes. It's not in any professional, like ready to sell sense at all. Okay. So then from there, I realized that for me personally, I was not good at scrolling through every single one of these categories and going to the to-do list for that specific aspect of my life. So then I went and reorganized and I created a category called to-do list. And editor Jerry will probably gray out some of the dates in here too. But I went through and I edited and I moved all of my to-do lists from every category of my life up to the very top. So it's the first thing I see besides general chat and calendar. And that way, once I log into my phone or on my laptop or on my iPad, the first things I see in my server are my general chat, my calendar, and all my to-do lists for my life. So we have my running task list up here. I can blur anything out that might be too personal, but I think most of it is okay. And then this is another thing that I have done in this specific task list was whenever I needed to pack to go to Texas, I added that on here. And then I put the one I like reacted to my own post to make sure that I double checked it. Same thing with my vlogs. This is just a running tally of all the things I need to do for my upcoming vlogs. And that's kind of just the way I run it. The to-do list setup is here as the default list when you install your list bot or your task bot. You have to do a default list. So that's what this is. Anytime you're entering tasks, if you don't assign it to a task list, it just goes to this defaulted one. So I keep this here just in case that happens. But that's kind of it. Let me stop sharing my screen. So that's kind of the whole deal of how I organize my life on Discord. I don't know if that's going to help you or not in your life. Maybe it will. I hope it will. It's definitely helped me. Like I said, I know there's a million other apps and things out there, but Discord is 100% free. I've never paid for it, and I've been on Discord since 2020, I think. Probably 2019. Whenever I went to state college, there were Discord servers for certain like majors or classes, and that's how I got introduced to it when COVID hit. My main Glowing Goddess Sisterhood went to Discord. And that's kind of how all of us stayed in contact as like a women's social club. So if you are interested in Discord, I highly recommend it. It is very easy to get used to. You can watch free YouTube tutorials on it. I mean, love. If you want like more information about Discord, I'm happy to do more videos like this. Even though this is a crochet vlog, I will happily give you more details about Discord. But you can create servers for anything, literally anything. My server used to be for a book club that never actually happened or took off. So I just deleted all the book club stuff and made it my own life tracker. I created a server for me and my sister just because texting was really hard to keep track of. We could keep better track of like calendar events, photos, thoughts and feelings. We also share some of our movement with each other, like our we call it like get your body moving or something like that. And that way we can keep each other motivated to do our daily walks. So yeah, obsessed. Hope this helps. If you have questions about my organization style or how to get started with your organization style, feel free to comment below. Message me on Instagram. The world is your oyster. Okay, I think that's it. This was just a really easy, quick vlog for me to film for you. Maybe it'll inspire you. I don't know. We do need a thumbnail of some sort though, right? I guess we need like one of these. Okay. That'll be our thumbnail. I hope you enjoyed it. This was probably really short. Again, I'm really sorry, but I've been very overwhelmed, very behind. Um, so that's just where we're at with vlogs. So, um, hopefully in June we'll be back ahead and they'll look better, more professional. You'll have more time with me. We'll go back to 20 to 30-minute vlogs, not these like little 10-minute ones. Hopefully. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Bye.